Hey, what's up, guys? This is the Titus podcast brought to you today by Harrys.com, HARRYS.com. Use promo code Titus to get $5 off your first order. And now, here with the Armageddon update, Christopher Titus!
I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon update. And I have bad news. Conservative Santa Claus is dead. That's right. The man who helped make corporations people and tried to make it so gay devil worshippers couldn't marry is dead. And before his sausage-filled body was even cold, the hardcore right wing was saying that the black guy, MC B-Rock, shouldn't get to name the next Supreme Court justice, even though it is in the Constitution and the right of a president, especially one that was elected twice. And you guys on the GOP, you love the Constitution. Some of you have been caught in your bathrooms with your pants down holding it. You know, I'm still amazed at the level of hatred and vitriol, look it up, that is directed at our first black president. How can it be this bad still? What did Obama say about Mitch McConnell's mama behind closed doors that would make this, by almost any measure, successful president so hated? Did he call Mitch McConnell a combination of an unholy sex party between Satan and a sea turtle? I don't know, but whatever happened, the political rap battle was won by B-Rock, and Obama dropped the mic and walked off with a box full of bin Laden ashes and a 5% unemployment rate. So the GOP is still a tad butthurt. You know, when it comes to nominating the Supreme Court, the president has the right. In fact, one of our very famous politicians said, the president has the free hand to shape the court. Quote, my view then and my view now is that the president won the election by no matter what margin, and he is entitled, for the most part, to tilt the judiciary in the direction he feels appropriate. Now, that politician sounds like a smart, thoughtful man. And the politician that said that is named Mitch fucking McConnell. Here's what the same man said about Obama getting a shot to nominate a justice. Yeah, I'm going to ignore it. It should be left for the next president. You know, I got to tell you guys, I'm kind of ashamed for our country. To the rest of the world, we look like that white trash family down the street who has a brawl on the front lawn after Easter dinner. Then when the cops show up, Grandma shivs one of the cops. It's hard to live in a country where even if you do a good job, turn the economy around, save the economic system, kill the biggest bad guy we have ever had, and save companies that wove the fabric of American life, that even after all of that, and getting elected twice, and beating the last dude by 5 million votes, you were the most powerful man on the planet for 8 years. But to a lot of people, he's still just that black guy that's going to ruin America. Ain't this a bitch? I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. Hey everybody, Christopher Titus Podcast. We are talking about something that's kind of pissed me off this last couple weeks. With me, as always, to the right, Bombshell Rae.
What's up, people?
Fetus is not in the room, so together we will do a hey!
Hey!
That's we could ready to do it again. 1, 2, 3. Hey! Yeah, we still suck at it. He'll be back in a minute. So yeah, but just so everybody knows, a special unit is coming along nicely.
Oh my goodness.
Things are going very well. I'm excited.
You're excited.
I'm scared, but I'm excited.
No, you're not. This is what I had a discussion with your children about this last night.
Yeah, what'd you say?
With you, I said, did you know that fear and excitement are the same physical emotion?
Really?
But one empowers you and one disables you.
Okay, so I'm excited.
So I request.
I'm excited, and I just felt like I got a shot of hero on.
Hero on?
Hero on, man. Okay, you sell that hero on. I hear it's pretty good. They got it.
Heroin does not sound so bad now.
Hero on. So anyway, so we lost a Supreme Court justice. We lost the guy that basically made corporations people with the deciding vote.
He went to Shreve.
He went to Shreve. We lost the guy who he actually made all these decisions. He helped. He was a swing vote on making gay people that he wanted them to basically. He wasn't a swing, but he lost this. But he wrote a dissension that said, you know, gay, he said intimacy is not a right. No, is it right? Forget it.
What just happened?
Listen, I haven't written a lot of good stuff about this lately. All I know is the guy is he made corporations people, and he tried to take down. He actually voted against Obamacare, and he's basically been a very conservative justice. And he was nominated by Reagan. And you know what? At the end of the day, if you read his dissensions, a little crazy at the end, but you know he's a thoughtful guy. To be a Supreme Court justice,
he's actually a brilliant writer.
Yeah, he's a brilliant writer.
He's extremely funny and sardonic, and I was really surprised when he died. I wanted to go and just look him up a little bit and see, you know, like you want to see, did we lose much or not? Should I take a moment of silence?
How sad do I need to really be?
And
should I dress a little better on Sunday? What do I need to do?
Right?
What do I need to do? I love that. I love that you had to pick. Like, how upset do I need to be at this point?
But with no opinion, no judgment whatsoever on his decisions, strictly just speaking from an English major perspective, really amazing writer. And he was really known for that. Very snarky.
Very smart man. Very smart man.
He was a smart man.
I also believe he had this thing where he would actually... So this welcome to the most intensely inside baseball podcast we've done in a while. If I read a lot about him, what he did was he actually went by the letter of the Constitution most of the time. He reinterpreted some stuff, but you know what? The one thing about the Constitution, it was a living document, meant to be a living document by the guys who wrote it. So what this guy's doing, he's going, nope, we're going to go back to the meaning that in 1791, we're going to go back to what the people of 1791 wanted, not really taking into account the people in America in 2015. So that was the only thing that bothered me about the guy. But that's not the problem. I'm sad the guy died. He was a smart man.
No, you're not.
I'm not. Yes, I am. I am. Anybody who dies, it's not a good thing. He has family and he's got kids.
Anybody?
No. There's one or two people that if they went away, the only two, and one of them's already dead, so we're good. I'm not kidding. There's two people on the planet that I wish were dead, and one of them died.
Is Hitler one of them?
That's Hitler's not one of them. Actually, Hitler, you know, is like at least Hitler.
He had some redeeming qualities.
He just got shit done. It wasn't good shit, but he got it done. You know, he wasn't.
Oh, I'm dying to know who the other one is. I think we all know who the one is, but who's the other one?
Was this a comic I knew a long time ago? It was just a real scumbag guy.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm glad Hitler's dead too, just to be honest. Just to be dead honest. I'm so glad Hitler's dead. I wish he was kind of alive in a prison, though. That would be great. And he'd be 130 right now and just still fading away. And just, how's it feel, buddy? How's it feel? No, we're keeping you alive. No, you're hooked to 7 machines now.
Alive in a prison, much like the Atlanta Zoo.
Yeah,
Los
right.
Angeles Zoo.
Exactly, and just keep him alive.
Not to bring up my PC PETA perspective on that statement.
Right. Oh well, we just took another right turn. But you know, like remember in 7, the guy that was Sloth, the guy that laid on the bed all the time, and they had him. He just kept giving him heroin. He kept feeding him. Remember, he kept him alive, and they thought it was a dead guy, and he was still alive. If we could have done that to Hitler, that would have been worth it.
I actually just had a conversation about the movie 7 an hour ago with my eyelash guy.
Yeah.
He's never seen it.
You have an eyelash guy?
I feel like, how can you be alive and not have seen? I told him, I said,
oh,
you
I'm
have
sorry,
to
Godfather? You've never seen Godfather?
Yeah, whatever.
No, yeah. Whoa.
Yeah.
Especially someone who's producing a movie.
Woo-hoo.
You've never seen Godfather?
Okay.
See, that's how you felt about 7. That's how I feel when I've never seen Godfather.
Have you seen silent films, a bunch of silent films?
Yes, pretty much all of them.
No, you haven't.
No, because
they came out before you were alive.
No, because Charlie Chaplin is a comic genius, and so is Buster Keaton.
So let's move on.
No, and I've seen all the Three Stooges movies too. You know why? Because I care about my job.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yeah, I love it. Well, that's rare. That's rare for a chick. That's the dude part of you. That's really great. We love that part.
I loved them when I was growing up.
They were phenomenal. So, just want to know. So, Mitch McConnell comes out. So, Mitch McConnell, again, this guy, it's so weird to have a guy. Oh, by the way, Fetus is back in the room. Hey, Fetus.
Hey.
There you go. We just tried to do it. We did not do you
Hey.
justice. Mitch McConnell has basically, the second Scalia died, Mitch McConnell, like his body is not cold. And Mitch is like, well, can't let Obama nominate the next Supreme Court justice. It's going to take a year. We got to let the next president do it. And I wanted to go, well, you want Hillary or Bernie?
I think we all know Hillary's not. I mean, it's not going well. I think we could just say that. It's really not going well.
It's early. Wasn't going well for Bill either. And he got elected.
It's really not going well.
Yeah, I think people are starting to get... She doesn't have what he has. Bill Clinton can walk into a room... No, she has a penis. Bill can walk into a room and charm everybody. And charm the pants off, and that's not a metaphor. He could walk into and charm the pants. She doesn't have that. She can't charm the pantsuit off of anybody.
I think she does charm pantsuits off of people, but not suit pants. And that's the problem.
And then she says, look at my penis.
If she was better at getting suit pants off of people, that whole Monica Lewinsky thing wouldn't have happened. It's the pantsuit part of her personality.
Suit pants versus pantsuit. Deathmatch, pantsuit, suit pants. You're the weirdest person in the world. As Fetus squeaks in the back.
Tweet, tweet, tweet.
So here's what happens. So McConnell comes out and he's like, all right, Obama.
Stop. How come you keep going back to McConnell? We keep.
Because I hate this little douchebag. Because this is the guy. This is the hall monitor. He's a fucking hall monitor that got too much power and now is trying to get even for all the shit that was done to him when he's a child. The guy does not want to help Americans. He wants to help him and his party, and that's it. That's it. Look at this. They added a chin to him in this thing on the internet.
It's ball sack. It's not a chin. It's a ball sack.
And he looks like his head looks like a ball sack.
Oh, it's a frog pouch. Well,
So
I guess
the guy,
we all see what we want to see. It's like the Rorschach test, whatever.
Yeah, we know what your
you
brain
saw
is.
a big chin. I saw a ball sack. He said it's a frog pouch. It's a ball sack. It's obviously those little white bumps. It's a ball sack.
Oh my goodness.
What?
So anyway, this guy just basically shut it down. Now, this is the same guy, and you heard my Armageddon update, who said when Reagan wanted to nominate Judge Alito, he was like, no, the president has the right under the Constitution to nominate. And then he also did this. The judiciary switches back and forth. Sometimes it leans a little conservative. Sometimes it leans a little progressive. And he said that. And then he totally flips it because the black guy is got this guy. This guy wakes up in a cold sweat having dreams of Obama mandingoing his wife. You know he does. He hates Obama. I've never seen his hatred.
Mitch McConnell?
Yes, his hatred for this president is insane. It's un-American, frankly. And thanks for listening to the podcast.
We got nothing to say after that.
So here's what I have to back people up, because now people on the podcast are going to listen and go, brah, rah,
have you had coffee today?
I have.
A lot?
No. President Obama filibustered, Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito filibustered him when Bush nominated Alito. I'm talking about the Reagan guy. And basically Mitch McConnell. These guys, I didn't realize Mitch McConnell and Obama had been fighting.
What are you trying to say?
All the way back to George W. They were fighting when he was a senator. I didn't know that. They hated each other's guts when Obama was a senator. When he was a young senator, McConnell dissed him, treats him like a little bitch, and then he becomes president. And that's why he hates him. And they both have rooms under the Denver airport for when the Armageddon happens, but they're on opposite ends. Okay. So here's what happens.
Those are bunkers.
So what Obama? Yeah. Well. What?
You're just winding down. I don't know. You're cranked up and you're winding down.
No, you're doing this weird thing. You're looking at me like this. You're not helping at all. You know nothing about this. Just get on the mic.
It's not that I don't know anything about it. It's that I think we've moved past. So I thought we were talking about Scalia.
We are talking about Scalia.
Which I thought was mildly interesting. And then every time there was a break, you would go back to Mitch McConnell because you hate Mitch McConnell.
No, I hate who?
Jon Stewart also hates Mitch McConnell, and he's been really funny about it. The turtle, all the turtle videos. If you haven't seen the Jon Stewart videos about Mitch McConnell, it became his life's work.
Yeah, we laugh.
To go after, but he did it in such a classy, not nasty, not yelly way.
I'm not nasty yelly.
No, but you are seriously defensive because I wasn't saying anything about you. I was talking about. Oh my gosh!
What makes you think I'm defensive?
But I love his turtle impression.
Yeah. He looks like a turtle beyond. It's one of those obvious things.
Okay, what do you want from
so Judge Alito? So basically, I just don't like any politician that does this, and they're all doing it now. Trump is saying, even the Democrats, all of them do this. I never said that. And then someone goes, "We've had video for about 40 years now. Here you go. Here's where you said it." Well, I've changed my opinion. Well, I thought you said you didn't say it. Well, I did say it. I've changed my opinion. But what? I mean, I wish we could just clean house, man. I just can't stand these guys.
So,
anymore.
Did you see that Obama is not going to Scalia's funeral?
He went to the mass though, but he's not going to the funeral, right?
Why is he not going to the funeral? It's kind of a big deal. Everybody's bitching about it.
I know he's complaining about it because they think it's because this is so stupid. We're gonna have to get off this subject really quick.
Why?
Just because I can hear how lame and stupid it is. He's not going because they ain't got no disco ball. That's what I hear.
Oh my gosh, you look so proud after you said that. You're like, yeah.
Yeah, what I hear is
mic drop, slam, walk out.
Ain't gonna be no dancing. Ain't gonna be no Obama at the funeral. That's what I heard. That's the rumor.
Interestingly,
from the Republicans.
What did you say to me about Scalia dying and about the trend?
The Republicans said there wasn't going to be any chicken. That's why he's not going to the funeral. Fetus just dropped his head.
Sounds like something Mitch would say.
Right, that's what the GOP says. I'm just trying to be funny at this point. I'm basically desperately trying to be funny.
What did you say about the Supreme Court? Is that we have had, for how long? For how many years we've had a conservative...
Since 87? 84? Reagan. It was Reagan.
You're looking at him like he should know, but I think he was born in 87.
91.
91. There
Well,
you go.
how long is the
You were born in the 90s. Oh
Yeah, great time.
No, it wasn't.
What?
No, it was
What?
terrible. Although grunge, but you wouldn't have been old enough to observe any of that.
90s Nickelodeon was pretty good.
He's right. He's right.
What was on nine? What was on?
Like all that and Keenan and Kel.
Yep, nothing. Got
Okay.
nothing.
Well, someone listening understands me.
45 years. The Supreme Court has been conservative for 45 years.
So now there are cases coming in that are set to be heard, and with him,
right.
you're looking at a possible sway
Total
in
flip.
definite outcomes,
Right.
like the cannabis thing that's coming up, the marijuana legalization.
Oh
thing.
my goodness! I didn't even think about that.
Because he's gone,
Right.
so
And any lawsuits
now
that-
they're having a party.
Also, in any lawsuits that challenge Citizens United, they have so those are going to get back to the Supreme Court.
Things that are on the books are still happening.
Right.
Shit's still going down.
There's a lot of that stuff too. Like it takes forever for something to actually get to the Supreme Court, right? Am I wrong?
Oh, it takes a very long
it takes
time.
a really long
Correct.
time to actually get there.
Probably since 1991, many of these cases have been
Right.
winding their way through.
So it would be the first if Obama gets a guy through, which it would be the first liberal court since 1971, which is crazy. So we've had a conservative Supreme Court since 1971, and you know what? You can tell America's perfect right now. That's what I like about it. That America is perfect.
So there
it's
is a
worked out.
case coming in let's see. It is Nebraska. It's a pivotal lawsuit filed by Nebraska and Oklahoma to overturn Colorado's legalized marijuana program. It's scheduled to be considered by the court on Friday.
Let's
which
hear
would have been
arguments.
today.
Let's hear arguments. Okay, so you're on the Supreme Court. You want to hear the arguments from the pro cannabis side?
Yes.
Hey, judges, sup? Listen, pot is so cool, and the in total money we're making is hella. So helping the kids and the families and the people, and you're just high, bro. I mean, what's gonna happen? It's not like you're driving. So I say that to the Supreme Court honorable judges, peoples, that you should vote for us. That's all I have to say.
But you are driving, sir. You actually are getting into a car and you're operating a major machine on the roads with other people, and your judgment is obviously somewhat altered
Right.
based on how you dressed for court today.
Yeah. Well, this is my pot shirt.
Obviously.
It's got a leaf on it.
It does.
I'm the pot
A
representative.
real leaf, actually. Not it's actually
I
just
spilled
dirty.
that earlier. Sorry, I was doing something
Did
out
you
in the
sleep
hallway.
outside last night?
No, I didn't sleep. But man, this you got to understand how tense it is to talk in front of you guys. You guys are like a bunch of weird like polar bears in these black robes. It's crazy to see. So I just want you to know that. So I had a little bit. I imbibed a little bit. Don't you want a lawyer that actually basically speaking for something he believes in? And so that leaf on my shirt was from earlier.
I'm sorry, Mr. Mr. Titus. Is it Titus? I'm sorry, sir.
Sorry. Polar bear.
Bailiff.
worst lawyer ever.
No, he's actually the guy. There is no lawyer. He's just I just like to speak.
The court has found Titus's testimony incredibly convincing.
Yeah, exactly.
So this lawsuit in
Smoke
question
coming out of Ginsburg's thing. Ruth Bader Ginsburg has like little smoke coming out. What are you doing under there? It's called vaping. So go ahead. It would sway it big. But nobody in Denver.
Thanks for summing it all up.
Nobody in Denver wants this to stop. I went to Denver. So many construction cranes. It's crazy.
This lawsuit was filed by the attorneys general in both of those states because in 2012 that law legalized marijuana. People are arguing that the neighboring states have faced increased criminal activity and other problems thanks to marijuana arriving from Colorado. We just gave a description of other problems when you appeared before court. Also, they say that Colorado's marijuana program violates the supremacy clause of the U.S. Constitution. Violates. Your Honor. It's a violation. It's. I forget what I was saying.
Yeah, you did. We forgot
The supremacy clause of the U.S. Constitution, sir, states that federal law, in this case, the prohibition of marijuana, would take precedence over state statutes. Here we are again, states' rights, federal interference argument.
Your Honor, could I speak on that for a minute?
Please, but not for a minute. Let's try and get all those words into about 20 seconds, Mr. Titus.
Yeah. States, like we live in states.
Correct.
And yet everybody in the country wants to make a decision for me. That's not cool. I think I'd like to go to a statute that's not cool statute from early on with the booze thing, when states couldn't have booze and some could, and the federal government took over.
Time. Okay, Mr. Titus. So you live in a state that is actually it's well, landlocked actually by other states, all part of one union, which is one country under God.
Indivisible with liberty.
I'm sorry. Did you just say individual?
Indivisible with liberty and justice for all. I think case closed. Case is missed, right? Let's smoke out.
No.
What?
It's illegal here.
Yo, Ginsburg, you gonna jump in on this?
First,
that girl could smoke.
Oh my gosh. This guy. We couldn't get anybody better to speak.
You'd think the Supreme Court, with all the stress they have to deal with, would totally be in favor
Totally
of this.
be like,
they go back to the judges' chambers, like, oh man, now we legally can do this.
Right.
Conceivably, it's today. It could mean that the court finds that Colorado and every other state's regulations of marijuana are preempted by federal law and have to be repealed. So,
can I ask a law question?
Yep.
I don't know who you're asking. Maybe you should ask Mr. Titus. Why don't you ask Mr. Titus your law question?
Well, it's Titus, bro.
No, it's definitely not.
Sir,
and I'm not your bro. I'm actually a woman.
So if
smoking, babe. Sorry, it's the robe in your hair.
So we don't. There's this whole justice. Aren't there supposed to be an odd number of? Justices?
Like I have a problem speaking. Like it's my fault. Like
aren't
I don't speak good.
There's supposed to be an odd number of justices on the Supreme Court?
He's here because of equal employment opportunity.
Here's the problem.
Which means we hire retards.
So wait. So my question is.
Wow.
You're
the meanest person ever.
Whatever.
No, the two of you I feel like should get along well, Mr. Titus and. Oh, I didn't mean in real life. I meant in the court.
No, I know in the court. Obviously.
Well, then why did you say whatever? I was still in the scene. You guys dropped your characters.
Whatever's not being said in the Supreme Court. Hey, yo, Justice Alito. Whatever.
No.
That's my instead of objection, I say whatever. I said objection, and he said overruled, and I said whatever. That's how it goes.
No, it's not.
So if we don't have 7 justices and they both go 3-3, what happens on a decision?
Well, first of all, it's 9. And
whatever. If we only have 8 justices, sorry.
Your point is well taken. Your math is shit, but or the knowledge of the Supreme Court. But yes, so it goes back to the lower court. Basically, if they can't make a decision, if it goes 4-4, it goes back to the judgment of the lower court stands. So pot would still be legal then. So Obama wins either way.
How soon do we get another guy or lady?
Well, they said
Thank you.
They said it's unprecedented that the GOP is going to do this. They said it's never been done like this. They've never said we're not going to vote. Even when Reagan wanted.
Do you know what that tells me? Hi, welcome to Conspiracy Hour with Rachel. Someone like us, but more important, should look into what cases are set. What cases are on the docket? No, what's coming up on the docket that they don't want to have.
Pregnant workers' rights and unemployment and employment discrimination. That's one. Pregnant workers' rights.
Is this what's coming up?
It looks like it. Free speech versus threats.
What drug company
would benefit?
What's coming up?
So they took his ass out. So your thing is this: you think some big corporation knows their ass is about to get handed to them at the Supreme Court.
Night, Judge Scalia.
Because Scalia was conservative, and so what you're saying is, and you're not saying it because no one ever said it. You're saying is that someone took Scalia out, so that the lower court ruling where the pharmaceutical company won stands.
I actually hadn't thought that they took him out. That was you taking my conspiracy even further. I actually thought...
I put some gas on that fire, baby.
You put some stank on my theory.
I definitely did.
I was just thinking that he died. It was convenient. Ew. It was... and then they... Because you said it's weird. This is unprecedented. And then that they're speaking out and we shouldn't have another justice. We should wait a year. Okay, whose pocket are they in that is giving them money? Okay, here we go. Fetuses, look things up. Whole women's health versus coal abortion. This is coming up. Oh, it's coming up. Arguments are being heard March 2nd.
That's why they don't want. Well, that would be. They would want a conservative justice. So it's
Obamacare is being heard on. Oh, it's coming up, or was that?
So then someone else. It definitely wasn't a big corporation taking it.
5 Supreme Court cases to watch in 2016. All right, start at the top.
By the way, that's the boringest title of any podcast we could do. 5 Supreme Court cases to watch in 2016. Oh, yeah, women's health. Women's health. Women in tiny gowns getting examined. I'm trying to make it sexy. Yeah, getting examined on the table.
Okay, well, make Evanwell versus Abbott sound sexy.
Yeah. Evanwell versus Abbott. One person, one vote. You know what I'm talking about, baby. How important are you? You gonna vote with that hammer? Yeah, you are. Yeah, that's right. You like that? Who you gonna vote for, baby? One person, one vote. But me and you, that's 2 votes.
Affirmative action.
Unless we naked, then it's 1 vote again.
Oh, gross. I hate that guy suddenly. He had me until that last line. Yeah. We've all heard those lines before. Obamacare. Zubik versus Burwell.
Well, the Zubik versus the Burwell case, it's Obamacare. It cost me more than I wanted to pay. So I said to Mr. Obama, I don't want to do this no more.
Abortion.
Whole women's health. We've got arguments. So what the arguments are, what's the whole case there? It's fetus. What's it basically? What's the give me the inside dope on that case?
Wait, go back because they said it over there. It had to do with Planned Parenthood. It was a law enacted in Texas in 2013 that forced about 75% of the state's abortion services to close.
Yeah. It's good. I'm glad they want to help women. I'm glad they're really...
The Supreme Court will decide 2 issues. First, it will look at if the appeals court properly handled a question about if the new restrictions would actually work to protect the health of women.
Yeah,
shutting
down all their medical care totally protects them. Shutting down all their possible medical care and problems in pregnancy for low-income people.
They will also decide if the court
totally saves them.
If the law imposes an undue burden on women who seek abortions. You mean I got to get on a Greyhound and go to Nevada?
Yeah.
It's undue.
That's an undue burden.
For reals.
And by the way, that bus is going to have some extra people when we get there if I got to go to Nevada.
Good point, especially on Greyhound.
Yeah, right?
Nobody takes Greyhound anymore. You know why? Because the baby's born before you get there.
So Fetus just pulled up how Scalia's death could affect major Supreme Court cases in 2015-2016 term. Okay, there's abortion, affirmative action. Wow. These are, someone took them out.
A 4-4 split would automatically affirm the appeals court's ruling without giving reasons and without setting a precedent as it comes to that abortion. That means it would uphold the restrictions and close all but 10 clinics.
Wow. Affirmative action, another one. So these are kind of liberal cases, man. I think your conspiracy theory is right, but it's not.
In the affirmative action case, the court will decide whether the race-conscious program used to admit students violates the Constitution's equal protection principles, and Justice Elena Kagan has already recused herself, so without him there's only 7 people deciding. So see, Fetus was right one time.
Yeah, one time. Yeah, but someone had to get recused and someone had to die. but he's right. That's crazy. Class action suits, okay. Contraception. Wow, these are all really like liberal. This is liberal leaning cases, right?
Wow, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, contraception coverage requirement of Obamacare. Without him there, basically all of these things would be affirmed. the appeals court's decisions would be affirmed.
So again, I go back to your conspiracy theory. Maybe he was killed. Immigration.
Oh my gosh.
It's just a liberal list of crap.
Listen, on immigration,
right.
Without him there, a 4-4 tie would result in a major loss for the administration, effectively upholding a nationwide injunction blocking the program.
Wow.
And somewhere Agent Pink Squashy just did a little tap dance.
He did a backflip off his cruiser.
Unions. These are all pretty big things.
Yeah. So I agree with you. Someone took him out. Someone took him out. Voting rights, unions. Wow. All right, guys. So here's the thing. I guess it seems to me that in the last year of Obama's presidency, the Supreme Court was hearing pretty much all of the most liberal possible cases we could, and I think it was going to be a major loss. So I would like.
Why
to
Scalia? Do you think they just did a lottery? Was he the oldest conservative judge still living? Look at Fetus. We got him. This is our Cracker
he was cranked
Jack
up.
reporter.
You should have heard he was cracked up before. I was talking to him. He's like, "Let me tell you about Mitch McConnell. You think I hate Mitch McConnell? You should hear this kid talk about it. It's crazy. Fetus is going off."
I just hate hypocrites.
Yeah, I just hate hypocrites. I hate hypocrites too. I do too. I don't know what it means.
But I like hippos.
I like Hippocrates, so it's different. He's a good writer. It's weird. It's unusual. It's strange. So do you think maybe Obama's people, was like someone on the left, took him out after seeing all those cases?
I am not saying Obama. I don't really think Obama spends a lot of time trying to think of who to kill. I think he's tired and he's ready to go and have a lot of money and be with his wife, and yeah, he's tired.
I don't think he's ready to go. I think
typically
he's frustrated.
think people that would kill people are lobbyists, drug companies, big money corporations.
Yeah.
One of those cases, they involved the workers' rights. The union involved Tyson Foods. You know how much money Tyson Foods is worth?
And Democrats are too pussy to kill people anyway. Democrats.
Was he the eldest?
By just a touch.
He was the oldest living justice by 5 months.
Ruth Gator Ginsburg is 82. What are you talking about?
Oh.
She's an old lady, man. That's Grandma Jean.
Oh, no, but we said conservative. She's not conservative.
Oh, that's true.
She was appointed by Clinton.
Right, true.
So by all of Bush's, he was the eldest by 5 months. Again, I say to ye.
What do you say to ye?
The same thing I said to ye before you said I was wrong. The oldest living conservative judge.
Right. He was conservative.
Night. Street.
Night.
Night. See you on the flip side, motherfucker.
I don't know. I just wish the guy let the president do his job, guys. Look, you win some, you lose some. You pick a side. Sometimes your side loses. Sometimes your side wins. You can't win all the time. You guys have had the court for 41 years. We've been in a constant state of war for almost 41 years. Maybe it's time to go a little liberal with the country for a little bit. See what happens.
Why?
Why not?
That's the stupidest statement I've ever heard you
say.
Why
not?
Maybe it's time to go a little liberal with the country and see what happens. Like, how stupid. That's the problem.
What do you think the problem is with the country? You tell me.
I'm very annoyed by that statement.
What do you tell me?
First of all, it's a very laissez-faire approach to the welfare of this country.
I'm lazy. I'm with it.
You're lazy, unfair is what you are most of the time. But that's ridiculous. And also, I think that's the problem. It's not a party.
I disagree.
It's not a party.
Here's why. I will tell you.
I don't care. I'm not done saying what you asked me a question, and I'm telling you it's not a party. It's not saying we should be this or that. It should be actually for the best
of the country
and the people in the country
and what the people want. I agree 100%. The problem that we have right now is that the politicians, they keep telling people write this and write that, and they keep saying everything's fucked up in America, and none of the numbers, the exact same fucking numbers that were used for the last 50 years are the same numbers being used today. Yet those numbers, if the Republican was running this country right now and had these numbers, he would be elected 3 more terms. So the problem I have is that it's bullshit. It's all bullshit, and we do need to actually take a little step back. We need to stop a little bit. Citizens United ruined our country.
Stop. Wait a minute.
So it did. It ruined our country because basically now anybody with a ton of money, because corporations are people, that means corporations give $2 million to a. So people, they're spending $100 million. Jeb Bush has got to be pissing some people off. Jeb Bush is going to be detailing people's cars at big corporations for a very long time. Spent over $120 million on his, and he's still getting 3%.
I feel bad.
Go ahead,
for
Fetus,
Jeb
get on the
Bush.
mic.
I'm not going to lie. I feel bad for him.
I do too.
Bless his heart.
At this point, I do too because he's got to be doing what McCain was doing when Obama was running.
He's
McCain's
like the
I'm a war hero.
Teletubby brother. You know, he's just this big dopey.
Jeb Bush is the Teletubby brother.
He is.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, she drops a pearl. Wow, that's brilliant.
And he's taking. It got so bad that he's taking George W. on the road with him. I'm just thinking, like, was Darth Vader busy? Do you know what I mean? Like, that's who you come up. Hitler's dead. Let me see. Let me pull out my checklist.
Can we get Cheney?
Yeah,
Come on, bring
like,
Cheney on.
What, Karl
run
Rove?
security.
He's not available. Like, what the hell?
I don't know. It's weird because he's not a dumb guy, but there is
He
something.
seems dumb though.
He seems light. He
Yes.
just seems light. He seems like there's
Very
no
light.
gravitas. You seem like, I don't know if I would trust you to run a library.
Well, it's a lot of that.
Okay, look at Trump over there. He's being so weird. Look at Trump. What a jerk. He's a jerk over there. Look at that guy's a jerk. He's like the guy in the supermarket that's mad that you cut in line in front of him. What are you doing? You cutting in line? Oh my God. Can't believe you cutting in line. You see this guy cutting in line? Jesus.
He's the kid that came to the talent show and stuff in a bow tie. You know what I mean? He was that kid. The one that, like, I wasn't really a fighter, but I wanted to kick his ass for no reason.
Ted Cruz. You just named by Ted Cruz.
Peanut allergy for sure. Peanut allergy.
And he's the Teletubby.
For sure. He's the Teletubby with the peanut allergy.
But in his underwear has superhero
Of
motive.
course
His
they
underwear
do.
has superhero motive on it, because deep down he wants to be a superhero.
And when he's having sex, every once in a while he says, Mama. He took his mom on the road. She's like 152 at this point. She was 92 when he was president.
Well, he was probably crying a lot. He probably needed her on the road with him.
God bless her. She still looks like George Washington. It's amazing when she comes out.
She does look like she
so
always.
bad.
She does.
It reminds me of...
Maybe that's why he took her on the road, to bring back the founding fathers. Remember the founding fathers,
That's what I was
my
just thinking.
She looks like she was around with the founding fathers.
She was. She's the sweetest lady and smart too. She takes no guff.
You don't
She's
know.
Smart.
And she uses words like guff.
And she does use shenanigans. She says shenanigans a lot. So go ahead. What do you want to say?
I was
Make it good.
I was going to say that my biggest issue with the GOP in general is just their overall refusal of climate change. Just kind of okay, yawn, whatever. I read a really cool thing the other day that we're essentially the United States and the world is in a car that we have the brakes don't work and we're just punching on the gas pedal.
Yep.
And there's a brick wall. We're getting all these signs saying there's a brick wall ahead, and the Republicans are basically saying we can't see the wall. I'm sure the signs are wrong, and the brakes don't work. So even if we let our foot off the gas, the brakes, it's too late.
So
This is the most depressing scenario
wait,
ever.
okay,
Either way, we die.
Car guy, I can fix this. Car guy. So what
Pull
kind of
the
car?
e-brake.
What kind of car are we in?
We're in a Ferrari.
We pull the
Ferrari.
e-brake.
So we do. Here's what you do. It's all velocity times mass equals immovable force.
science.
Right.
So basically, here's what you do. You put the pedal to that Ferrari all the way down, and you get that sucker to 208 because they do about 208, and you hit that wall as fast as you can. And what happens is you go through it. There you go.
See,
Done.
that was
And then was perfect. Done.
No, but this
Solved.
explains
Climate
a lot.
change solved.
That's
Finished.
pretty much how you
Not
drive
that-
around
I wanna
Los
hear-
Angeles too.
I won't be screaming as much.
Except the wall is an elderly woman who's
Who
missing
can't
a
fuck-
leg.
driving a Prius. Jesus Christ, lady, move.
I'm talking about the ones that are walking, trying to get out of your way.
I don't run over old ladies.
But their scooters won't move that fast.
Not anymore.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, climate change is a real thing.
For real.
But there was a report done recently that there was a guy talking about the sun wobbling closer to the earth, and it's been putting out a lot of energy the sun has. So the last 5 years, part of it's due to the sunrise again. So there's a lot of different science on it. All I know is that there's a lot of plastic in the ocean.
yes.
That's bad. There's a whole island of plastic that just kind of floats in the ocean now. And every once in a while, you look it up. It's crazy.
one of the newest papers that just came out. It was like a 10-year study.
You work for me. Are you just reading shit about climate change while you're here?
Yes.
Because oh my god.
I'm sorry that maybe in my free time I read stuff like this.
Okay, all right. I hope it's free time.
It's not free
It's not
to
free
you.
for me, right? Boom. I was gonna same thing.
Jinx.
There's like a 10-year study or something, and they're talking about how much the ecosystem of the ocean has been killed by human trash and debris.
One
how
more
much
thing.
it's shifting and changing and could cause some real awful issues.
No, if the ocean dies, we die.
Yes.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
And if bees die, we die.
That's true, too. And
Pretty
bees are
much if
dying
anything
like crazy
dies,
right
we're
now,
gonna
too.
Frogs too.
If
Frogs.
the
die.
sun dies.
Dies, and we die.
Mitch McConnell dies. We're all okay.
That's a good point. That's a trade-off.
Was he on your list of people that could die?
No.
Oh.
No.
I'm interested to know who this comic is. When
It will happen. It will happen one day, and it will be really weird. There'll be stuff. I sense there's going to be stuff that comes out about Mitch McConnell after his death that you're going to go. You're going to go. Of course. But you
Footsie
don't
in
know
the
it.
men's bathroom
Definitely.
stall.
Definitely.
Mhm.
Definite. Glory hole, and not. He wasn't fishing.
Oh.
Women's underpants.
You meant like things. I thought you meant like stuff coming out of his body when he dies. Like
Demons.
like
demons.
like
finding
oozing
demons
oils.
finding another host.
I don't know.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Diseases
That's so
unseen for thousands of years since the cabal of the
Well, I think
Druids.
almost
Yes.
everyone poops themselves when they die, don't they?
Yeah. Well, you're dying. I'm scared. You'd be
Everything
I think
evacuates out of your
just
body.
done.
Super stoked for that.
scared. How did we get here?
I don't know, but this
And you
is
know
the
what?
most
When people-
depressing day
By the
ever.
way, and people dying and excavating the bowels it contributes to global warming. See, I brought it back around.
What?
Yeah.
No,
So
that's
stop
it's-
dying.
I think it's good for the planet, right?
People dying?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fertilizer.
For the planet, us dying is really good, actually. Actually, it would heal itself. Actually, George Carlin does a great bit. That fuck the earth bit is
Yeah.
one of the best pieces. He
Just
goes,
shake us
but his
off, like,
stand on
please.
climate change was climate change. It doesn't matter. He goes, if they're just going to take styrofoam and fold it into the next thing, we'll be dead. We're not. We're fucked. He goes, because we'll kill it. We're going to kill us. We're not going to kill the planet. Planet's going to be here. Sun's going to keep going. Oceans are going to keep going. They'll clean themselves after we're gone. We're fucked. We're not killing the planet. It was such a great attitude. We're not killing the planet. We're killing us, fucking idiots. Maybe we should get serious now. Supreme Court. You have some news stories we could probably
I
get
do,
to.
but yeah, let's.
I want to talk about a couple things. Number one, people, we're doing special unit. I have to tell you, the team that we have working is pretty crazy, and there's been a lot of great work done. Mistakes have been made,
Yeah.
but there's also been some really great work done. I'm just, it's hard to make a movie. It's crazy. You don't even know.
But that's in the past. So when people say mistakes have been made, it's just a. It's
Kind of, she doesn't. It's kind of in the past.
It's a constant
There's-
reminder.
No, there was something today.
Oh,
Fetus done made a bad.
Today?
We got. Yeah, today was. a
I
big one.
haven't talked to you in a little while. I was getting my eyelashes done. I was doing important
Figs,
things.
The guy, one of the other producers on the thing, had to go downstairs and kick a ball against a wall for 10 minutes.
He was really frustrated when I got here. I was wondering.
My fault.
It's no big deal. It's okay. It's over. It's in the past. You're right. It's in the past, but it's in the recent past. It's in
okay.
the. I'm mad, and I have to keep saying it's in the past.
Most
to get
people
over
working
it,
on the
past.
movie are getting their Xanax prescriptions filled at CVS today.
Yeah, man. We have a dispenser. We actually just brought it. We found an old like a gumball dispenser.
Mm-hmm.
We filled it with Xanax, and that's how we're going to get through this. And it's 5 cents. 5 cents is Xanax.
Wow.
I didn't even change the
Wow.
thing. It's really good. You got to put the 5 cents in. Cling.
You're a benevolent dictator.
Where are you going to find a
The
nickel?
guy at the liquor store down the street knows me by my first name now.
Yeah, that's not good.
Like
Well,
that.
you should.
Wait, are you drinking now?
What? No. I mean, yeah.
Because when we first started this, when you first started your job here as a tiny little zygote, you
tiny
were
man.
not drinking. You said that I don't really drink, just every
I still
once
have
in
his
a while.
sonogram. I still have the sonogram.
Oh, isn't it
It's
sweet?
very sweet, very cute.
So, we couldn't tell. Was it an Audi or was it a boy? We didn't know.
There's a bottle of Jameson in my freezer.
I feel like girls might still say that. Jameson
Yeah.
in your refrigerator?
No, in my freezer.
Freezer.
In your freezer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it won't freeze.
How full is it, and when did you purchase it? Now we're talking about something I'm interested in. Did you hear me come alive? All right, let's. This is Liquor CSI with Rachel Bradley.
Today, Friday.
How damaged are you really? What are you drinking and how much is
So
left?
Friday. I bought it on Tuesday.
Today's Friday.
Yeah, I
You
bought it on Tuesday. Yeah,
All right.
it's almost gone.
Full
Wow.
size bottle or a Costco bottle? Regular.
You
okay.
you and the roommate that were burning through it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but still, Oh, interesting. Who's drinking more?
So good.
Me.
I'm so glad you worked.
Okay, how
for
long
me.
before you get? Once you get home, how many minutes pass before you get a drink?
About an hour and a half.
So you get home and what
He's
do you
casual.
do?
He's
What's
drinking
your
like
routine?
60s. He's drinking like late 50s,
So I
early 60s.
get home.
Dean Martin drinking. He's
And
Dean Martin
I-
drinking.
I preheat the oven.
For your dinner, for
Yeah,
your pizza?
yeah. No, we made fish and chips last night.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
From a box?
What? No, tilapia and
You made your own?
yeah.
You baked it yourself? Wow,
Yeah.
okay.
And I made potato wedges that I marinated
From
in.
real potatoes.
You're gonna make
nice.
some.
All right.
You're gonna make
It's
some
really
woman an amazing wife.
You really are.
I'd be a stay-at-home dad in a second, whatever.
Go ahead. All right, I like that.
But that's only because since he's worked with me. That's
Food
only
first.
since I've been
Food first, and
Okay.
then I shower.
hygiene. Okay.
Yeah, and then I put on Netflix an episode of Friends, and then I pour myself. a
Thought he
glass
was
of
going to
Jameson.
say, like, I put on Pavarotti or something.
episode of Friends, and then he cranks down some Jameson. What? That's a
I
weird
put
night.
on some Liberace.
That's one of the saddest nights I've ever heard. I've had those nights.
And then you have how many to wind down?
The problem with
one or
whiskey.
two whiskey glasses.
Two fingers. Two
Yeah.
fingers.
About 4 fingers worth total.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the problem. If you have two, it accelerates to 3 and 4, doesn't it? Just be honest.
No, it stayed constant the whole time.
No, that's
right.
just the
So he has his
son of
limit.
an alcoholic. Is pretty
I
much how
just
that
watched
goes.
my dad all life. He's got the pedal down.
I'd probably,
I've never known
I would
anyone
probably
like
smoke
that.
if I wasn't so scared of getting in trouble,
With your mom?
or just legally.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh, weed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You can just go. You can just walk into a medical marijuana place.
I
You
don't
can,
have
No,
that
he's got to get his
prescription.
prescription, though.
no, you just walk in and go. I work with. You hold up a picture
At
of
the
me.
doctor,
No,
not at the weed place.
no, no. Actually, there's a weed place on Ventura. Doctor inside. Doctor available.
Oh, they actually have a doctor there.
They have a doctor there. You walk into
That's
the
smart.
weed place. They
How
have
do
a
you know
doctor
that?
there because it's right next to my son's freaking
Sounds
math
cagey.
tutoring.
They're all cagey
Yeah.
around here.
not cagey, shady.
Whatever.
No, they're in a cage. The doctor's in a cage.
Yeah, that's
probably.
right. It's passive. So you just take a picture of me and you go, I'm tense. And they go, oh, here's a prescription. I work for this guy.
You don't have to
Oh.
say anything. You just hold the picture up, and they have a special
I work with this-
prescription just for that.
It's called, yo, man, this stuff is good, man. Let me tell you, this is called, I work with Titus.
Well, the other thing
It'll-
is,
yeah, so what it does is makes you stop hating. And what else happened with this is good weed. So you buy some, I work with Titus, and it'll take you down, and whatever, anyone yell at you.
It makes you okay with verbal abuse.
Yeah, what happens is you yell, you just laugh. You hear a joke when they yell at
you
you.
don't want me high at work.
Oh, no, but I don't want you hungover on Jameson.
I'm never
either.
hungover.
Okay.
This is just interesting. I mean, really. So So you just skipped a lot of levels since we last talked about alcohol.
Since
You went
he's-
from a beer or two every month or two when I played Cards Against Humanity to now you went straight to the hard shit. Like you're on Jameson, which I respect. I got to tell you, respect.
I just guess we got to, like, he's 24, so we got a couple more years with him before he just totally falls off the wagon.
That's the thing.
I'm fine.
If you add in
By the way,
amount,
first thing an alcoholic says.
if you add in the amount of liquor, right, plus the frequency per week,
Right.
plus the acceleration since 6 months ago,
Mm-hmm.
plus 24 years old, full-blown raging alcoholic within 3 years. It's
Yeah, before you-
velocity
I'll
times
take that bet.
velocity
Yeah.
equals holy shit.
She has her own EMC squared for alcoholics,
I do.
and she just basically gave it to you. And you know it's good. We'll be here up until you go off the deep end, and then we'll just go find another guy like him.
Great.
Yeah,
That sounds
Fetus
top.
too.
perfect. Someone that's unmarred, unscathed.
But we marred him though. You do understand that this has all happened since he worked with us.
We.
You too.
No.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. That's why everybody on Twitter some comments that you tear his ass every week.
And they love it. Someone actually
Oh, my
requested
God.
a video podcast so they could see it.
happen. Yeah.
That is a sad thing that and people love it. She's like, she didn't admit she doesn't do it. She actually admitted that she totally does it, and she's.
Here's the thing. I joke. I'm kidding. I joke. See, jokey joke. Super
I-
funny.
I joke a very funny people.
But actually, like earlier when I said that, I was doing a scene where you were the judge sitting next to me.
I
but-
thought I wasn't included in that improv bit.
Well, you got on the mic and started flapping your gums in the middle of the improv scene. Of course, you became included.
I did.
Yeah.
I ruined it.
First rule in improv: go with it.
Yeah, go with it.
Right?
Yeah, always yes.
Yeah.
Always yes.
You weren't yesing enough, dude. You weren't yesing enough.
You're
It's-
right.
It's a big deal to yes. Hey, guys, before we go any further, I wanted to say that today's episode is brought to you by
Harry's.com.
5 Blade Blades. Oh, my God. It'll take your face down slowly. Feel like this. Baby's butts will be like, hey, man, that's smooth. That's how smooth.
You get 8 I think you get 8, right? 8-pack, that dual side, yeah. Razors, regular razors,
Well,
all stanky razors for
when you-
$32 at the drugstore. But you get Harry's. It's really more than half off. Harry's.com. You get the starter set, $15. You get the razor, which is super awesome, super nice quality. You get the shave cream or shave gel and 3 razor blades.
And you know they are German engineers. The blades are German engineers, which means they're perfect and they will shave you perfectly. They won't cut you.
$15 plus $5 off with promo code Titus, which is just super ridiculous.
Hold on, if you use promo code Titus, you mean you get to save $5, so you get a razor, 3 blades, a cream or a gel, and it only costs $10. Is that amazing? Fetus, do you think that's good?
And it's free shipping.
Oh, there he goes. There's his favorite part.
That's all he gives a shit about.
Every time. Every time.
I just know, well, as you can see, I haven't shaved in a while, so I just ordered some because I was out.
So
Free shipping.
I always tell this story. I know. Look, these guys are our sponsors, and they would not be sponsors if the shit didn't work well.
That's correct, because a sex toy website wanted to advertise with us, and you said nay.
I had no idea. AdamandEve.com. They suck.
Okay.
Well,
They suck.
I wasn't going
They
to say
suck.
who it was.
They're part of the downfall of America, of the whole world.
there's no such thing as bad advertising.
No.
Right,
shit.
exactly.
So I was on the road. I used I shaved
You did.
and I had a thick. Remember before the last tour we
Thicky
did.
thick?
It was thick, like not you thick because you're a Sasquatch. I don't know what happened. You know, I do see
the
some of your
Jameson.
behavior, the Jameson, and obviously one of your parents had some time with a monkey at one point, and maybe you had to lie to the other one.
Come from the cold, man.
Yeah, okay. So
That's actually an interesting idea that if we adapt to our environment, maybe he grew that fur to protect himself from the environment. I wonder, are people more typically
are they furry
hairy
up in
there?
the north?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Have you ever seen your mother's legs?
I don't.
Wow, you just spun him out. You just spun him out. That was crazy. You just actually spun him out. That was the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
It was weird. His face. I was serious.
His eyes went click, 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 click. That was weird.
He's so concerned about where I'm headed with things that he's afraid to agree.
So I shave before this theater tour, and with those 5 blades, and I got to tell you, man, it is the smoothest. It's the best shave I've ever had. I got mad again because I found 2 blades in a box.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, I was so happy. So anyway, Harry's Razors, guys. We ain't lying.
We love them. Promo code Titus at harrys.com, HARRYS.com. Promo code Titus, you get $5 off your first order.
And now, from sea to shining sea, continent to continent, and sometimes space, it's Bombshell Rae with the Bombshell News.
Man has been arrested in Florida after taking a backhoe for a joyride.
What's a backhoe?
You know, it's like a tractor, but it's got the
I
giant
thought-
With the
claw.
backhoe.
Oh, I thought it was a woman. I'm sorry. That was some kind of woman I didn't know about.
Jesus Christ.
Like it's a backhoe.
It was a low speed
This one with the
police
weird
chase.
tattoo on the back.
He got on the 7 Mile Bridge,
Mm-hmm.
and this low speed police chase took over 3 hours. He just kept going.
The cops didn't run alongside the tractor and just take the key. What kind of crap is that? That's a dumb story. It's
It's not like you can spike
it's a-
strip that
it's
thing,
a
though.
thin ass news day. If that's your opener, if that's your opener, that's
I
fine.
just love it. No, but you have to think about the police, right? He gets on the 7 Mile Bridge. He steals it. He's on a joyride. He's probably drunk or on meth
Cops are
because
behind
it's
him.
Florida. Cops are behind him. He takes. Police are writing on Facebook that the 7 Mile Bridge is closed to traffic for over 3 hours. So he's also dumping rocks. off of-
me! I'm throwing the evidence off the bridge.
But he travels back and forth.
This motherfucker just hit 7.
The
But
news-
downshift.
The news story says that a deputy's vehicle was damaged in the chase as patrol cars were forced to frequently change directions to avoid the backhoe.
He was spinning it around on the bridge. That's why it took so long. He
They
was doing
ultimately had to put down a spike strip.
to stop the tractor going 3 miles an hour. Wow.
Anyway, he's been arrested. I like that story. I don't care what you say.
I do too.
No, you
I'll be
didn't.
interested to see what
I
the
didn't know
ruling
he
is
was.
when that gets to the
I
Supreme
didn't know.
Court.
I thought he was just on the bridge going straight. I didn't realize he was doing like circles and swinging this thing around and using it as a weapon. Basically, the cops were fighting a transformer, a kind of a redneck transformer, is what was going on. That's pretty cool.
Right, thank you.
I like the
Glad that
ball.
you
I like
now
the balls
it.
of the guy. Actually, that you never get me. The bucket just swinging around at cops. That would have been fun to watch. I take everything I said bad about that story back.
Thank you. Assault with a deadly weapon. This also happened in Florida. A Florida man has been charged with throwing an alligator into the Wendy's drive-through window.
I will tell you this. That is, I don't even want to know what happened. What happened? Why did
According to a Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission incident report, a man threw a 4-foot alligator into Wendy's. He's now facing several charges related to the incident, obviously.
Yeah, but his motherfucking Frosty will be frozen next time, won't it?
Yeah, he actually was there to receive a large Frosty. Just before 1:30 a.m., of course, the witching hour in any drive-thru in the South.
Who goes and picks up a 4-foot alligator after midnight? I guess someone who's alone.
Joshua James of Jupiter, Florida.
Someone who's alone. Screw you, bitches. I don't need you. I got me a gator. Woo! We're going to Wendy's.
Do you like that story?
I just don't get it. Why was he mad? Did they give him like the wrong fries? Did they give him onion rings instead of fries? What happened?
I did say it was in Florida.
Oh, well, you're right. No explanation needed.
Police have said that a man has been arrested in Tennessee for urinating in Walmart as he put trout in his pants.
Another Walmart urination?
He's trying to put a package of trout in his trousers, according to the arrest warrant.
And that made him pee? People, here's the thing.
He peed at the same time. He was seen urinating on the sales floor near the alcohol while he was putting the
Here's what I'll
package
say.
of trout.
If you're going to be a criminal and you're going to shoplift, drain your bladder. That thing fills up with liquid, and first of all, if you drain it, you get more space to hide more trout, right? Wouldn't you just say that? So here's what you need to do. You can hide ham, sausages, but if you don't, and also take a good dump too. You got to clear it out. Clear it out because you can suck your stomach in. You can put a brisket in your stomach area. But if you got to poop, it's not going to happen. So vacate your areas before you go into the Walmart to steal food. I'm Christopher Titus, and this is FYI.
Man skipped work for 6 years. No one noticed until he was being honored with an award for 20 years of loyal service.
Wow. Where is this?
Spain. A building supervisor quietly collected his $41,500 salary from his local government without showing up for work. He was up for an award for 20 years of loyal service. His name is Joaquin Garcia, 69 years old. He's been fined $30,000 for the extended paid vacation from a water treatment plant.
Wait, he got $41,000 a year for how long? And in the last 6 years, he didn't show up?
6 years. He didn't show up.
So that doesn't make any sense at all.
Well, it might because as you work, you accumulate vacation time. Mm-hmm. And so basically they're going to say all that vacation time.
What just happened?
He lost the ability to speak English. It's happened a lot lately.
Never mind.
It's 240. Wait.
He got off easy.
Yeah. I would
He
be
has
like,
since
I get $240,000 and I only get to pay back 40. I'm cool with that. So cool with that.
He has since petitioned the deputy mayor not to pay the fine and to have the judgment reviewed. I like that he's been resting for 6 years. He's got some energy to go and fight this.
I've been putting paperwork together for 6 years. I had nothing else to do, so we're going to take this all the way to the Supreme Court.
I feel like in that 6 years, he probably was ready with his case and everything. Like, I'm going to be prepped for when this all hits the fan.
Eventually, this is going down. Right, I'm going to be ready.
I like this guy.
You like criminals.
I just like ingenuity. I like when people
in crime
put their nose to the grindstone
and figure out a way to beat the system instead of just working within the system. I like
that they just make it creative. I appreciate quirkiness.
What?
41.
Quirkiness, I said, not stupidity.
Quirkiness.
A man has been arrested for armed robbery of his own restaurant.
Why would you have to arm yourself on your own restaurant?
Because he's the restaurant manager. He doesn't own it.
Oh.
So wouldn't you want to go somewhere where people didn't know your voice and your pants?
Right. And your smell.
Trousers.
Oh, is that Drakkar? What are you wearing? Bob, what are you doing here?
It's always Drakkar in a restaurant.
Just take the damn mask off. We know I gave you that watch, asshole. What are you doing here?
A man came in wearing a mask and sunglasses and brandishing a kitchen knife, entered the restaurant. Actually,
that's a knife from the kitchen, idiot. What are you doing?
A shocked member of the staff actually said, "Aren't you our manager?"
Why are you wearing your name tag? Dude, this is the worst robbery ever. Is this Florida?
It's an idiot. This was actually...
You don't say that often. This is really be the dumbest thing. Is he drunk? Was he high?
Well, it was at 12:55 a.m. You know, I've already covered that time frame. He ordered the staff to hand over all their money. However, they've been ordered around in that voice so many times that they knew that it was him and said, "Aren't you Mr. Sato?"
He's been yelled at. That's the same voice that told me to clean up the goddamn grease traps yesterday, son of a bitch. I'm calling the cops.
Anyway, that guy, I don't like his ingenuity, and I just want to say that I don't actually like every criminal, and that's important for you to note.
But a high percentage.
I like him, yeah.
Yeah, see.
There was a woman that was arrested for a DUI because she was live periscoping her drive.
Did she live periscope the arrest? That would be... Just keep it going. Might as well just do it.
She was arrested. She's 23 years old. She was born in 92, which was a bad couple of years for babies to be born.
Yeah. A lot of bad crap in the water. The whole country was like Flint.
South Florida, of course. She was drunk, periscoped it, and was announcing, "I am drunk on South Florida an Avenue because I am a drunk person." That's what she was saying live over the internet.
So she was actually letting everybody know where she was, that she was breaking the law.
2 of her viewers on Periscope actually called 911.
That's great. Maybe the internet, for a while I thought the internet was going to be this thing that was going to make people stupid. And I think now it's going to actually edit out the stupid people, because smart people use the internet for good things. And if we catch them, we call the cops. Anybody who goes on the internet and commits a crime thinking they're cool. There was someone else recently. Fetus. Wasn't there someone recently that had literally was filming themselves in the car drinking a beer, and he got arrested? Yeah, I love this. The internet maybe will just help. We won't need an extinction level event. The internet will actually edit out the dumbasses. And drugs will be legal, probably legal, and they'll let all those guys out of jail, and then just all the idiots.
For my closer.
Okay, and now, Bombshell Rae with her closer.
Florida man dies in meth lab explosion after lighting his farts on fire. Look at you. You're 5. I knew if I said the word fart and then added lighting farts
meth
and
lab
explosion.
I'm sorry, meth lab and lighting farts together? First of all, dumbest guy in the world, but at least he was trying to get someone laughing. Was it just one guy?
37-year-old man is dead after his trailer home was destroyed in a meth lab explosion caused by him lighting up Blue Angels, was what he called them, to amuse his wife.
Okay, so here's the thing. If you're by yourself lighting your farts, that's pathetic. If you're doing it to make a girl laugh, you're royalty, frankly. Let's just be honest. And she had to be giggling, which means she's a class act too, and the house blew up. That's great. I think it's my favorite story. That's my favorite. So, honey, come here. No, come here. Hey,
I'm
no.
just saying
I just want you to know I had Chipotle today, and so here's what I need. No, we're good. That's all. It's all cooking. It's good. It's good. No matter that it's cooking, it'll be fine. Tomorrow we're gonna get some big money because I got some fresh stuff. I'm using that blue stuff they used to do on the Breaking Bad. No, I just put blue food coloring, but it looks the same. All right, ready? I'm gonna pull my pants down. Here we go. Here we go. Give me that lighter from the fireplace. Oh, it's a trailer. It's not really a fireplace. So we called it a fireplace, but it's a candle. Why don't you just give me that? Give me that. Oh, ready? Here we go. That is a great way to end your life. All right, guys, this was we ended on a fart joke. I think, and again, I couldn't be prouder.
I knew you would.
Guys, do me a favor. We are going to be in Chico at the El Rey Theater next Friday, and
26th.
And then we're going to be next Saturday at the Crest Theater in Sacramento. A great theater. Love that theater a lot.
Tickets available now. You can go on ChristopherTitus.com and just click through the link so that you don't have to memorize some other website.
Follow us on Twitter at Titus Nation, at Ray Bradley. You can also follow at Special Unit Film, Special Unit the movie. Watch it, man. We're going to tell you what's going on. We actually just got everybody cast pretty much. We're almost done. We got like 4 people left to cast. All the main. Billy Gardell's going to be in the movie. Cynthia Watros is going to be in the movie. Bombshell's going to be in the movie. Yeah, it's going to be phenomenal. I'm excited. We think we got Eddie Pepitone's going to be in it. Going to play. We got some good people. Mm-hmm. Also, follow me on Facebook, The Real Christopher Titus. Go to ChristopherTitus.com. Guys, we got this new Love is Evil. If you've not seen Love is Evil, you have someone who hasn't seen it and needs it because their heart is broken, go get it. We did like a greeting card with the DVD in it. It's kick-ass. Also, subscribe to Christopher Titus TV on YouTube for our videos and review us on iTunes. Go to iTunes and review us. Because every time you review the Titus podcast,
A maxi pad gets its wings. Also, get tickets for Claremont Flappers. Come see me. Headline March 4th through 5th.
Bombshell has written all of this last 6 years. Bombshell's written all this great material. She's never had a chance to do it because she's always opening for me. And she's going to do it all at the Claremont Flappers. And it's her first headlining gig. I'm proud of you. Yeah. And
March 4th and 5th. Go get tickets. Come hang
5th.
out with me. Laugh loudly.
It'll be phenomenal. Ooh, that messes me up. I won't be there on Sunday now.
I'm not scared. I'm excited.
Yeah, that's right. She's on the schedule 4th or 5th, is she?
Also, go to the website and you can help us make this movie. Donate to Special Unit. Just click on the donate button.
Yeah, and anybody who donates will get their name in the credits. Yay.
Cool.
All right. So this was a good day.
Thanks for listening.
We've talked about the judiciary. It's the judicial problem. This is Christopher Titus. I can't say judicial, as Dana Carvey used to say. I will see you guys next week. Thanks for all the help with the movie so far, too. For myself, Bombshell Rae, and the fetus. Later.
Peace out.
See ya.
That was a strong see ya.
He's on the ragged edge, too. You know what he needs? 2 words.
Zan.
Zan
X.